In the sketchbook activity, you'll need a couple supplies as you get started. You'll need an ebony pencil or a pencil of some sort. Ebony is preferred. If you do not have it, you may use a regular pencil. You'll also need a white piece of paper. It could be loose like this, or it can be in your sketchbook. The first thing you're going to be doing is trying to create 10 different shapes. They can be letters, they can be numbers, they can be organic shapes or geometric shapes. They can go off the page, but you want to create 10 different shapes. As part of that process, I'm going to do so. You can use a ruler or not use a ruler. It is up to you. Now that I have 10 shapes, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some value. But before I do that, I want to show a couple examples of what that could also look like. Here's another example of some different shapes that I have, and you can see I've got them on here. Some can look like letters, some can look like arrows, some can look like numbers. It's up to you as far as the process goes. Here's another example of what that could look like. You can see I've numbered them so I can make sure that I know how many that I have. And here is a final example. I should have a total of 10. They can go off the page if you so choose, which will make them more interesting. Definitely want to do overlap. So the next step is going to be adding shadow or value so it looks like some are on top of others. To do that process, I'm going to use my ebony and I'm going to be doing some shading. So I'm going to start maybe on this process. This shape is going to cast a shadow onto the shape below it so it looks like it's in front. So a lot of pressure up close. It moves away from that, it's going to get lighter and put less pressure and less of a shadow. I would continue this process and go through each of the different shapes. Here's some other examples of what some ones in progress look like. Here's another one. You can see that I've started the process and I filled in the entirety of the rest of the shape, dark to light, that sort of thing. Notice I'm only addressing the actual shapes. I'm not addressing the background, and I'm only using a ebony pencil to do the shadow. Here's another example of a finished one. You can see I've shaded all the 10 shapes. Lots of different ways to do so. I made some complex. Try to fill in the entirety of each of the shapes so there's dark to light, and only the white of the background is that part that has no graphite. Also, try to use just the pencil. Try to do so without smudging or using any blending stumps.